You are tuned into the Yacht Radio. This is the Unchained Radio Hour, coming to you live and direct from Grenoble, France. Going to be playing a few tracks for you today. Maybe one or two tracks from a new album I have coming out called Frontalier on Stern Records. You can give a call to the studio. The number is 1-800-972-4WJAC. Give a call, let me know what you think. In the background here we have a song by Wu from the record Xylophonics. This is called Whistling Home. And we're going to kick things off right now with a song by Sean Wayland. was Yacht Jazz Rock by Sean Wayland from the record Expanded. It came out earlier this year. This is the Unchained Radio Hour on the Lot Radio. Gotten a lot of calls from listeners. Just to remind you, we're coming live and direct from Grenoble, France. The foot of Mount Beldo. Right now we've got a track called Add Blue Idol from an artist out of Berlin, CD Noe. It's from his tape Ornamental Hermits. Once again, you're listening to the Unchained Radio Hour on Lot Radio, courtesy of and in partnership with Stern Records. Jokers have been calling in and complaining that the video and the sound are not in sync, casting doubt on the authenticity of this live broadcast, but I'm just going to choose to ignore them. This release, Ornamental Hermits by CD Noe, it's available from Iriai Verlag and Sensorisk Verden. Highly recommended. 90 minutes. Very generous. On with brand new music from Eric Laska out of Philadelphia. This is Black Vinegar from the Relief EP.
Let's take your car, I don't drive stick. I'm late for my appointment. Time for meds like lactic acid. Black vinegar on your lips.
Yes. Moving on with the sounds of Bobby Broom. The song is called Little Girl from Throwback. The home demos 1992 to 1996. GRM money runs out. What do you do with all those tracks that are just piling up, just waiting to go to studio, you know? In Bobby's case, get a couple synths together, a 4-track, just get it done. Let's go. Let's go. What's up to everybody in the chat? If you could just let me know how you're feeling on a scale from 1 to 10 right now. Try to bring those numbers up a little bit by the end of the hour. Keep it locked. Once again, the number is 1-800-9423 WJAZ. This is the Rascal Reporters.
It seems so simple, I just can't
for each other. I'm going to play a song from my new album coming out on October 24th. Stern Records of New York. The album is called Frontalier. This is an album of guitar forward, jazz centric, just like kind of nice music made at home. As you can hear, there's guitar, there's electric bass. There is percussion. This track is called Husk. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for all the calls, all the input, all the feedback. from the Frontalier LP, out on October 24th. I'm going to keep things moving here with Clare Fischer and Salsa Picante. This is Solar Patrol. Fischer on the Unchained Radio Hour. Keep things moving with Thom Gill called And Now Your Shoulder, based on the Heart Durrani of the 11-faced Avalokiteshvara.
You're not a child, you were young and more than China. Suffer not in your channel. You have what you want, don't forget to yawn. On a hard day, send your son out of you. Now mostly what I talk is to be and what not to be. Son, yeah, son, would the be and more honey on a birthday cake. Show the young booty said why not? Mother said why not? Mother cannot look at you. Guardian, come home to the fire, to the TV, to the tutu. Eat the wind with each other's chopsticks. What a challenge, what a challenge. Put some in, put some out. While berry meat and chickpeas dribbling up now your shoulder. You're not a child, you were young and more than China. Suffer not in your charm. You have what you want, don't forget to yawn. On a hard day, send your son out of you. Now mostly what I talk is to be and what
to the studio, hit us up in the chat. This is Thom Gill. And we're going to keep things moving with the King. One of the masters that we were so fortunate to have with us and who so recently left us. Right, this is Wayne Shorter, Virgo Rising, from the 1995 record High Life. Keep it locked here, Lot Radio, Unchained Radio Hour. Just about nearing the 40-minute mark. Almost 2/3 of the way through this Unchained Radio Hour. I want to thank you all for listening. Thanks to all the callers. Hope you're enjoying these sounds this Monday evening, Monday afternoon. Shouts to SGI. Yes, magic, pure magic from the king. One and only Wayne. Virgo rising. From the High Life album. Going to take things up a notch here. Out of Hartford, Connecticut, this is Doobie Powell in the Fast Lane. Shouts out to the whole state of Connecticut. The Unchained Radio Hour. Keep it locked. Jonathan DeBose Jr. on the guitar. In the Fast Lane with Doobie Powell. Feeling good tonight. If you're driving, watch your speed. Unchained Radio Hour. Thank you all for tuning in. Getting a lot of calls asking about Doobie Powell. Again, certain callers complaining about the perceived lack of sync between the video and the audio. I just don't pay any attention to that kind of comment. We're keeping things moving here with Hermeto Pascoal. Another one we lost this past year. This is Santa Catarina. Shouts out to Stern Records, Carousel, Gabocage, Silvax, Tenzin and Sunam, The Ornamental Hermit, Inventeur du Zen, Dirt God, Young Kiabo, The Whole League of the Doomed, Macon, Pierre Impair, Isère Conseil Général Crew, Cream White, The Lackeys, Peacock, OTB 1 and 2, The Rotting Arm, Guru Rinpoche, shouts to Tony Coulter, Baby Krishna, and to you, the listener. Things moving here with the Queen, Joni. This is her live in 1995 as a duo with Brian Blade. Refuge of the Roads.
I met a friend of spirit, I drunk with sage's eyes. I sat before his sanity, I was holding back from crying. He saw my complications and he mirrored me playback simplified. We laughed how our perfection would always be denied. Heart and humor and humility, he said, will lighten up your heavy load. And he sent me then to the refuge of the roads. I fell in with some drifters, cast upon a beach town, when Dixie cold cut thieves and highways hand me down. And I wound up fixing dinner for them in Boston, Gill. I went up with affection, thinking back down the roads to them. The nets were overflowing in the Gulf of Mexico, and they were overflowing in the refuge of the woods.
I want to thank you once again for listening. This has been the Unchained Radio Hour on the Lot Radio.
There was spring along the ditches. We had good times in the cities. Oh, radiant happiness. It was all so light and easy. Till I started in a rising, and I brought on my old ways. A thunderhead of judgment was gathering in my gaze.
Thanks for all the calls, people in the chat.
And it made most people nervous. They just didn't want to know what I was seeing in the refuge of the road.
So once again, I have this record coming out October 24th in just a few days. It's called Frontalier.
I pulled up into a forest, crickets stricken in the ferns. Like a wheel of fortune, I heard my fate turn, turn, turn. And I went running down a white sand road. I was running like a white-ass deer, running to lose the blues, to the innocence in here.
You can find it on sternrecords.bandcamp.com.
These are the clouds of Michelangelo, muscular with gods and sun gold to shine on the witness in the refuge of the roads.
Or you can also find it on the AZAC Logistics Bandcamp, where you'll also find other Unchained releases.
In a highway service station, over the month of June, was a photograph of the earth taken coming back from the moon. And you could not see the city on that marble bowling ball, or a forest or a highway, or me, yeah, least of all. You couldn't see these cold water restrooms, or this baggage overload, westbound and rolling, taking refuge in the roads.
Got time for one more song after this. Once again, this is Joni Mitchell and Brian Blade live at the Fez, 1995.
souls to me. It is through him that I am able to lure them into my domain and rule them as I wish.
I'm gonna finish up here with a track by Bug Buzz Piano. It's called Not Doomed. Thanks again for tuning in. Unchained Radio Hour live from Grenoble, France.
Damn, I lost my comrades again.
Dedicate the merit from this radio hour to the lasting happiness of all beings. Next up on the Lot Radio, we've got a show from. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Keep it locked on the Lot. Everybody take care. Peace.